Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 Mini John Cooper Works two-doored. This model is finished off in legend gray metallic along with all of the chili red accents, and the MSRP is just over $46,000. So we have a very sporty and smaller size vehicle that has a good bit to offer. We'll start off with what this is powered by, which is the 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbo. It is paired to the 7-speed dual clutch automatic. Pumps out 228 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. It's front-wheel drive. 0 to 60 is going to be just shy of 6 seconds, and it has a top speed of 155 miles an hour. Now up front, you'll notice there's gloss black accents for the grille surround. There's also a sensor for distance pacing, a forward camera, all of the parking sensors, even active grille shutters too, and large inlets to provide cooling when needed. There's also LEDs. You'll notice the DRL and turn signal strip, along with the headlights and high beams in the middle. Nice bulges that go off of those too, along with the lines coming down the front. Gives it a nice muscular appearance for this smaller vehicle. Now, being the John Cooper Works, it has the sport brakes. There's also the optional floating center caps, which is nice to see, and then the 18-inch two-tone wheels. You'll notice more gloss black from the lower bumper to the fender flares and the side skirt, and then some of the chili red accents. There's a camera and a turn signal, red for the roof rack switch is an option, and then the full moonroof there. And then you'll notice in back, gloss black for the spoiler. There's also a third brake light, the wiper blade. You'll notice the flag design within the LED lighting there, backup camera, parking sensors, and then a center single exit exhaust with the gloss black diffuser there. Now the liftgate is manual, so you just use the release underneath to easily open that up. And this is your storage with the back seats up. Now you do have a little bit of storage under the floor, so it takes a little bit of time to open this up, but you can place in some down below there, and then you can easily reach in and fold these seats down. You can remove this cover too. So it's practical if you don't have a lot of items and you have this full of people, but you can still place in some items, which is nice to see. Now for the interior, you'll notice this brushed gold accent for the release handle. There's window controls, mirror adjustments, the liftgate release, and some storage. And then you have a power operating driver's seat with the memory seating adjustments. There's one manual control to move that backrest, and then the seat will slide forwards from there. And then here's a look from this angle with the seat folded flat. It gives you a lot of space. And then at 5'10", I could honestly ride around and be comfortable. You have one cup holder, plenty of space, and I have less than half an inch of headroom, but I can sit upright and be comfortable. There's an armrest, a large window here, and then you have the manual sliding sunshade there. This is fixed in the back, but it provides a lot of light and you can ride around. So it is functional for 4 adults to ride around and be comfortable. You can place a car seat back there or smaller kids too. And then this is how we started up, where we're greeted with the solid and perforated leather steering wheel. There's paddle shifters, cruise control, and then volume, music, Bluetooth and voice commands, and a favorites button. Now this doesn't have a traditional gauge cluster. You do have the head-up display, where currently it's showing miles per hour, fuel, power, your speed limit, and then you can also get into your shortcuts and music as well. So you can quickly go through those adjustments. Headlight controls are located on this stalk, and then you have wipers on the opposite one. This also has Harman Kardon for the audio. There's one air vent, 2 more on the passenger side with this neat trim design, and then all of your information is basically right in the middle. So the lower section is fixed, so you can quickly get through all of this, and you have several icons to swipe through depending on what you'd like to see. Now there's also several additional icons here like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Drive Recorder, all of your lighting. You can get into some games too. There's quite a lot to gain access to. There's also music and then climate adjustments, and this has heated seats, a heated steering wheel, and your temperature controls. And then you can also swipe up for some additional favorites. The upper section is going to stay fixed, and that's basically what you see on the head-up display. Now underneath that, there's volume and different experiences. Now we'll go through these fairly quickly, but they will play a little animation and you have different graphics as well. So you have quite a lot that you can get into. Some of these are going to be functional, like that John Cooper Works or the efficiency one, your green. Some of these are going to be a little bit more of a gimmick just to show you a different design. So it is nice, depending on your driving mood, you can get through all of these. And then on the left side, this is the shifter. So with it in reverse, you can go through all of these angles here and you have no shortage of visibility. So you can see around the entire vehicle. There's drive, sport mode, and then park. Now there's also a few settings that you can gain access to go through some of this information. There's the camera, hazards, defrosters, wireless charging, cup holders, a good bit of storage down below with some auxiliaries, and then plenty of storage in the glove box. There's the rear view, dome lights, and controls for the front sunshade. And then with a look at visibility, you have a lot of glass. It's a boxy vehicle and it's very easy to see all around. And still in the JCW setting, we have the gear indicator on the far right. So second gear, here we go. And the shifts are definitely quick with that dual clutch, so it's very smooth. The boost paddle on the left side as well will downshift. So we're in fifth gear. I'll hold on that for a few seconds. It'll go to third gear. Now we have a countdown from 10 seconds. So basically you could tap it twice to downshift, or you can just hold on it and you can do that for merging, passing, or just having some fun getting up to speed. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the JCW. I will say the biggest complaint that I've seen with comments from previous models that I've driven is I think there should be more on the head-up display. Your gear indicator is not on the head-up display. It's not really all that configurable either, so I could see the argument with putting more on the head-up display, and not having a traditional dash or gauge cluster is a big one with not having much on the head-up display. But if you glance down for a second or glance right for a second, it's kind of the same thing. Since I've driven a few of these, you get used to it looking over to the right there, but I do think it would be nice to see a little bit more. Other than that, this is a fun vehicle. All of the materials are super nice. There's some plastic on the dash there, but everything else just gives it a good feel. And I could see this being a very comfortable daily driver. It's very well insulated, so it is just gonna give you a comfortable ride and a sporty feel. So I think it's a great combo of the two. And the power, like I said, very zippy. This is going to be something that could handle twisty roads as well. So maybe you're not doing a ton of performance style driving, but if you go on a trip, you're on some back twisty roads or something like that, this will give you that fun factor to handle those roads with confidence and just give you a well-planted vehicle. So for its low curb weight, it's definitely something, even with front wheel drive, it will be something that you just have to learn that. You can't go into corners super fast, but you can carry out the turns and just have a blast driving this little car. So that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 two-door John Cooper Works. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick Mini for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads, and I'll see you all in the next video.